Guys, sorry, this is a part 2. It would have taken too long to upload because I'm doing this on my phone. So I'm going to split it into 2 pieces. I didn't think that would happen, like that I'd have to do that, but I do. So anyway, I'm going to tell you guys now about my story on how I got to this point in life and how I felt and why I felt like that and what I thought when I was like that. So basically, I think it was 2015. Yeah. No, before this my nanny had Alzheimer's, stage 4, I think. And she was not bad with the whole, memory, like with family and stuff. But anyway, my mom cared for her. Like, she lived up in her own house with my granddad and my auntie, but my mom went up every day, and I went up with my mom and helped. Mainly during the summer, we were up there every day. It was fine, good. But then in October? I think it was September. I was only in school, and my mom had came home. It was a Wednesday. I had only gotten in from school, and my mum was only after being up at my nanny's house, and she came back here, put on the dinner, and I remember just the phone ringing, and there's me, playing with my eyelashes, pulling off the mascara, and I literally had a hold of my eyelashes, and my granddad had called, and I was just, and he goes, no, it wasn't my granddad, it was my auntie, and then she goes, could you put your mum on? And I was like, yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah, and then it was mom's after having a fall, and I had that, and I just went and I don't know why I just pulled all my eyelashes out, but I did, and I just remember not knowing what to do, so we called a taxi to get up there straight away. And at that point the ambulance was supposed to be on its way with the paramedic on the bike, and it took us nearly half an hour to get there, and the ambulance still was not there. And they called the ambulance before they even called my mom. Sorry. So they should have well been there before this. And then she went into hospital eventually. But before she did, I remember going up and the door was open, waiting for the ambulance. I just remember her lying on the ground, I just remember her lying there, and she was so confused, and she didn't know what was happening, and she was in so much pain. And so what happened was, the paramedic on the bike got her first. Just asked her questions, and clearly she didn't know how to answer them, like, what's your name, what's your birthday, how old are you, we told them she had Alzheimer's, she didn't know, and of course it's probably standard procedure that you have to ask, but still. And then anyway, a few weeks went by, and they were like, so they had to replace both of her hips. A few weeks went by, and there was no physiotherapist into her, and then they said she'll never be able to walk again because nobody came out to do it, and the hospital didn't send anyone out. So they were like, you can't take her back to your house, you need to put her in a nursing home. And my mom and my granddad did their absolute, they did everything not to get her into a nursing home. But the hospital said, well, she can't stay here, she can't go home, nothing you can do. So we brought her up to this nursing home in February, I think, December, February. I think she went in December, yeah. And it was grand, you know. But then she got sick. And we were like, we need to bring her back to the hospital. And so we did. And basically they hadn't given her medicine to her. Sorry, my answer is that question. But I was kind of getting a bit upset, so I had to turn off the camera for a minute. Anyway, where was I? Like the nursing home. Oh yeah, and they brought her into hospital. And because they weren't giving her medicines, she got septicemia. I think it was in her kidneys. And, you know, she was in the hospital for a few weeks again. And she went back to the nursing home. As much as we told them don't send her there, they did. And they tried to do it without us knowing. Yeah, so that happened. And then in February, because she had septicemia, they still needed to give her antibiotics in the nursing home, which they said they didn't have because she couldn't eat food. She could only have liquids at this stage. So, you know, they were like, yeah, that's fine. Oh wait, we don't have it, we only have the tablets. And they left her for 3 weeks without treating the septicemia. And we didn't know that she wasn't getting it. And then it was the case of, we were like, you know, she drew her antibiotics, and they were like, what do you mean, she's not having any? And we were like, she's meant to be getting this medicine for her septicemia. And they were like, oh, we only have the liquid, we don't have the tablets. And we were like, she's not meant to take the tablets. So they had it in the, you know, medicine and thing, like they had it in the nursing home for those 3 weeks. And they gave it to her triple. They overdosed her 3 times. Like, they gave her 3 times the amount that she needed in one go. And they sent her back into hospital. And they were like, she has too much of that in her, you know, body, too much of the medicine, and, you know, she could have died again. Second time in the fucking hospital. So I think it was going into March. She stayed in hospital for about 2 months. So yeah, it was May, and they were like, so it's not looking good. You know, we're gonna let her go to my house, to, you know, stay for the last however long she has left, and just to stay peaceful, and then let her die here. But you know, all the time my nanny was in hospital, my mom's dead there, so I had to stay up in my nanny's house. So I lived there for a while. I went to school from there and all, so it was really different. It was like coming up to changing house every day, and it was very difficult. And that depressed me a lot. And the fact that my nanny, you know, all this was happening. And then she got sent here, and it came around to June, and she was still alive, which we never thought that would happen, like, that long we'd have her for. We did. And, you know, it was to say she was in so much pain. She couldn't, you know, she couldn't do anything. Me and my mom changed her, you know, fed her, did everything. Like, I cared for her with my mom since she moved here, and even in the hospital I'd be up there every day, and, you know, after school. But anyway, my sister came up a few days earlier, and she was put on this drip that, like, gives her medicines through the drip, and they lower it and lower it and lower, and like higher sedate her, so she's always going to be asleep until she dies. And that's what happened. They were like, she could last 2 weeks with this. She lasted 2 days with that. On the 24th of June 2016, my nanny died. And from then up to only a few weeks ago, I was so depressed. She was all I had. I was so suicidal and I didn't know what to do. So I wrote that letter, and the man who came in today, he was speaking about suicide, and it literally just came to my eyes, like, opened my eyes to think I could have easily done something so bad, and I would have regretted it. Like, I tried, I was so close to it. I was crying right in the letter. After, like, one thing, I never self-harmed. I can promise you all, I never self-harmed. Like, I've never done anything like that, because I thought it would just be a longer, pain than if I just did it. To be honest, no, I didn't do anything. I came so close to doing it. I remember just getting set up, and I didn't. And I'm so glad I didn't, because I was in a very controlled relationship at the time, and all that. But then I got with someone else, and I'm so happy I'm still with him, and it's nearly a year. Be a year on Tuesday, and it was mainly the kind of first 2 months after she died. And then, even though I was with my boyfriend that I'm with now, I was so bad, but he's kind of got me through all that. Like, it's a case of, I couldn't talk to my family because they were like, oh, don't waste your life, don't do something so stupid. I didn't think it was stupid, I thought it was like an easy way out, which it is, just to be honest, but I don't want to do something like that. And this is why I'm doing videos now, to stop doing this. And after this, I just want to move on from this kind of thing. I just wanted to record it so I'd remember the day that I had the courage to rip up my suicide note. And yeah, so sorry for this video. I know it's not the nicest video. I'm really hoping to stay on YouTube and do more videos and become good at it and kind of have a better, path from now. I want to do the right things, do what I want to do, and not go back down the dark path. And yeah, most days I'm going to be depressed, but not as bad as the day I wrote that note. So please subscribe, like, and comment, I guess, I don't know. But that was my story when I was depressed, suicidal, and how it all happened. Yeah, so of course there's little bits that I cannot tell you because they're so personal to me, but that is literally the majority of it, the story to tell, why I had the suicidal thoughts and the depression and all that. But anyway, so this is part 2. It's a bit longer than I expected. But yeah, does. I'm gonna record a normal video probably in the next couple of days, so yeah, bye.